Good day, folks. Hope you're all doing crack. Anyways, I'm here to talk about my bike. I'll start off why I ended up with the Dominar 400. Now, a little birdie once, not really a little bird, a gigantic bird even makes the big bird from Sesame Street look like a midget. That bird initially decided for a CBR 250R. He wanted it. He wanted the CBR 250R because he fucking loved it. It was an amazing bike. But people are like, fuck you, you big piece of shit, bird ass piece of shit. You won't get a CBR. Basically, back in September 19th, 2019, I placed an order for a CBR 250R. Fast forward to October 17th, I guess, and I go there. They say that, no, sir, we haven't ordered the bike yet because we weren't sure whether you would actually, whether you were ready to give the money. I'm like, of course I'm ready to give the money because why the hell I would book the bike in the first place with so much enthusiasm. Anyways, 2 days later, the next day they call up and they said that unfortunately the bike is not in our stock. The bike currently is only BS4, and by the time the bike arrives it will be BS6 norms, which I couldn't register after that. So I'm like, fine, let's get something else. And immediately my first thought was the Dominar 400 because everybody was whining about this particular bike. The other option that I had was the Gixxer 250, which, to be honest, it's a nice bike. It looks decent, but I'll show a couple of pics of me sitting on it, and you will 100% agree that I did the best choice of not choosing the Gixxer 250. October 18th evening, both my father and I went to the Bajaj showroom and we made the deal. October 19th, we completed the booking, and 11 days later, here it is, my bike, Dominar 400, which I named Thunderbolt after the badass warplane. The mosquitoes are on the rise. That's why I'm walking around like a madman. Anyways, it's been a 1 month now. Already I've done a couple of mods to it. Changes to it really. So I'll just quickly go around how it feels to ride every day. The engine is a 373. It's a Duke engine, Duke 390 engine. It has the power. It cools just fine. Unfortunately you can't cook omelette or bacon in it, but other than that it's fine. The suspension, it's I don't know what company this is. I think it's Endurance. It does a good job of not breaking my back every time I go over a pothole or a hump. The brakes, with me and someone who's almost weighs the same as me, with both of us on the bike, does a good job of stopping. I'm talking from personal experience because you know how it is here in India. People are shit for brains and they can't drive for shit, myself included. But the bike stops very well. I'm not sure about how well it performs on track, because I ain't a fucking psychopath who takes a big bike on a track and starts talking like a maniac. I'm already talking like a maniac, but I don't talk about how bike performs like a maniac. Moving on to tires. You are riding on Indian roads. If you're concerned about how well it corners, you really need to reevaluate your life choices, man. This is more than enough. It holds us very well. Maybe something like a slightly higher end Michelin's or something like that might do a better job. But I've heard people asking me to put Pirelli's, Metzeler's. I might as well get some MRFs or lower end Michelin's and call it done. Even this, the way, I think it's the Rev Z. I'm not sure what the actual brand is. Actual model is. Does a very good job of keeping me on the road. I've heard stories about people slipping from this bike, but I haven't had experiences like that, and I don't ride like that. I don't ride like I want to have near that experiences every single second on the road. Now I'm gonna briefly talk about the cost involved. The bike costed 2.35 lakhs to get it on road. It includes all the taxes, insurance, and all, even the roadside assistance by Bajaj. I mean, it's the same thing as roadside assistance from the KTM. Yeah, 1 year of that, and the insurance is for 5 years. I'm not sure how exact details of the insurance is, but it's 5 years. It's expected to go up when the BS6 model comes out. Some people say it's going to cost like 2.75 lakhs. I have no clue. Anyways, I got this bike for this price, and I've done my first service. It's now about 890 kilometers in total. And there's one thing I need to mention to you. If you're going to buy this bike, be ready to be committed to it, because it's going to be a bit expensive, because my family won't stop complaining about it, how expensive it is for the first service, which costed me 1,322 rupees. So yeah, be ready to face some stuff on the way. It's not like smooth sailing. Now let's briefly talk about likes and dislikes of this bike. First of all, looks amazing. Second of all, nice power, nice overall, feels great. Third thing, that sound, it's amazing. The seat is okay, decent, but I wouldn't do iron butt challenge with this. And the screen, except for some things, is amazing. Yeah, that's the likes. Now let's talk about the dislikes. The turning radius is a bit below what I would like to have, because I would need to either lean it or do a 3+ point turn in order to make a U-turn. And the fuel tank, despite what others say, is a bit low, because I constantly get low fuel warning every day. Even if I paid 500 rupees to fill it up, bring it to almost full, and have it at like 3 bars the next day. Either that or the fuel gauge is horribly inaccurate, because during normal startups, the fuel gauge normally shows 1 bar below the actual reading. I mean, it was there in my Hornet as well, but after a while it goes back up. It does go back up in here as well, but this bike has that issue several times actually. Even during trips, I have noticed that the bike fuel goes down 1 bar, saying that low fuel, and few seconds later it goes back up during the ride, not startup, during the ride. That is, maybe something wrong, I don't know, but either it's that or it's actually a feature by Bajaj. Who knows what you will get nowadays. And there's something really concerning about this particular bike. I think it has a mind of its own. It's been really worrying me.
Hey!
Ah, shit. Here we go again. What?
Turn me on.
Dude, that's fucking inappropriate, man.
Shut the fuck up and turn me on.
Okay, fine. Jeez.
You're supposed to say hope you all are doing well. Not hope you're all doing crack, you shithead.
Man, shut up.